Don't ever trust men with good intentions. They'll always disappoint you. Leo. Participate in your own dreams. Don't just say what you want or complain about what you don't have. Your rebel soul shines like a diamond pulled from dust, bright, clear, and flawless.
One mistake does not have to rule a person's entire life.
The goal of life is to make your heartbeat match the beat of the universe, to match your nature with nature. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit.
As he learns the truth will automatically free him. No one is too busy. It's only a matter of priorities. Respect is earned. Honesty is appreciated. Trust is gained. Loyalty is returned.
I assess the power of a will by how much resistance, pain, torture it endures and knows how to turn to its advantage. The absence of the will to live is, alas, not sufficient to make one want to die.
All paths are present, always, and we can but choose among them.
If you live for people's acceptance, you will die from their rejection.
Everything takes time. Bees have to move very fast to stay still.
Create your best life with your consciously chosen thoughts, words, and actions. Life, it's not just about watching the stars, it's about shining with them. From what we get, we can make a living. What we give, however, makes a life. The greatest mystery the universe offers is not life, size.
A ship is always safe at shore, but that is not what it's built for.
To me, all research is exploring the universe, understanding it deeper, one finding at a time. Embrace the truth that joy does not happen to us. It reflects our mindset and choices. The problem with people is they forget that most of the time, it's the small things that count. It is difficult to make the right choice if you fear choosing wrongly.
When inequality takes root, a garden of problems flourishes.
Life is a drama full of tragedy and comedy. You should learn to enjoy the comic episodes a little more.
It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop.
Intelligence is more important than strength. That is why Earth is ruled by men and not by animals. Never apologize for burning too brightly or collapsing into yourself every night. That is how galaxies are made.
Don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life.
To be human is to be broken, and broken is its own kind of beautiful. Nobody is wired wrong, because there's no wrong and right in the way we are. There are two ways to be fooled. One is to believe what isn't true. The other is to refuse to believe what is true.
Shoot for the moon. Even if you fail, you'll land among the stars. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared.
Great is truth, but still greater from a practical point of view is silence about truth. If you haven't the strength to impose your own terms upon life, then you must accept the terms it offers you. Have patience. All things are difficult before they become easy.
Those whose upper and lower ranks have the same desire are victorious.
For some unknown reason, success usually occurs in private, while failure occurs in full view. Es ist nicht genug zu wissen, man muss auch anwenden. Es ist nicht genug zu wollen, man muss auch tun. There's no reason to have a plan B because it distracts from plan A. A bird is safe in its nest, but that is not what its wings are made for. For it can never be that war shall preserve life and peace destroy it. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind.
A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions.
There is a time to live and a time to die, but never to reject the moment.
There is no place where espionage is not possible. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new.
It is not hard to walk without looking. It is hard to walk without seeing. The quest for meaning is the key to mental health and human flourishing. Learned we may be with another man's learning. We can only be wise with wisdom of our own. Sometimes the sound of silence is the most deafening sound of all. 10 years from now, make sure you can say that you chose your life, you didn't settle for it. Of course, there is no formula for success, except perhaps an unconditional acceptance of life and what it brings. Don't waste your time hating a failure. Failure is a greater teacher than success. Listen, learn, go on. I said somebody should do something about that. Then I realized I am somebody. Don't have hope that your situation will be better. Have hope that your future will be brighter. If people make fun of you, that probably means you're doing something right. The right thing to do and the hard thing to do are usually the same. Nothing is ever complete. You just have to get it close enough that it makes you happy. It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. Be the person that will take the first step towards personal success. You will be remembered for.
All the fish needs is to get lost in the water. All man needs is to get lost in Tao.
The decision is your own voice. An opinion is the echo of someone else's voice. The life you have left is a gift. Cherish it. Enjoy it now to the fullest. Do what matters now. Those who forget the past are condemned to repeat it. We are here, and it is now. The way I see it is, after that, everything tends towards guesswork.
If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does.
Stay calm in times of trouble, and all the turbulence around you will obey you.
Men don't need linguistic talent. They just need courage and words.
Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss.
Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle.
To be truly ignorant, be content with your own knowledge. Life is magical for those whose hearts are loving, minds are full with joy, and eyes that are dancing with beauty.
So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and strike at what is weak. Whatever is going to happen will happen, whether we worry or not. What keeps life fascinating is the constant creativity of the soul.
Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Because I don't live in either my past or my future. I'm interested only in the present.
Done is better than perfect.
The opportunity to secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands. Seeing a miracle will inspire you, but knowing you are a miracle will change you. Regrets are about decisions that you know you should have done different.
In war, numbers alone confer no advantage. Do not advance relying on sheer military power. Life changes very quickly, in a very positive way if you let it.
Your deepest, darkest moment may be the best thing that ever happens to you. Learn to heal without venting to everyone. Turn your wounds into wisdom.
The only limits for tomorrow are the doubts we have today.
Never put off for tomorrow what is meant for today. Tomorrow may never come. Forgiveness doesn't have to be when they are sorry, but when you show compassion to those who don't deserve it. Ignorance isn't always the problem. Sometimes it's also the solution. Depends on how you see it.
Be patient when becoming someone you haven't been before.
Having the courage to stand up for what we believe in is our greatest glory, not winning every battle. Don't give up. You are closer than you think.
There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action.
Be humble, for you are made of earth. Be noble, for you are made of stars. Everything will be all right in the end. So if it is not all right, it is not the end.
Ability, experience, and books have solution for all the problems.
I feel like a big faker because I've been putting my life back together and nobody knows.
He was a lonely ghost, uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear.
The day we put an end to believing in hope will be the day we stop existing, for without hope, we are nothing. I didn't come here of my own accord, and I can't leave that way. Whoever brought me here will have to take me home. Cunning grows in deceit at seeing itself discovered, and tries to deceive with truth itself.
Too many doubts grow in the cracks of silence and separation. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return.
People don't like to think. If one thinks, one must reach conclusions. Conclusions are not always pleasant.
Therefore, just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity.
You must be the change you wish to see in the world. What you perceive as a failure today may actually be a crucial step towards the success you seek. Never give up. Stop giving meaningless praise and start giving meaningful action. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Wisdom comes to us when it can no longer do any good.
Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do.
That's the problem with memories. You can visit them, but you can't live in them. Sometimes small things can become very large indeed. Authority without wisdom is like a heavy axe without an edge, fitter to bruise than polish.
There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you.
Ignore all hatred and criticism. Live for what you create and die protecting it. I would prefer a sword to fight duel, but a pen to plan a war. Sorrow looks back, worry looks around, faith looks up. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside while still alive. Never surrender. Plant your tiny seeds and keep watering them every day. Soon they'll grow.
Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished.
Pursue what catches your heart, not what catches your eyes. If you can't do anything about it, laugh like hell. Life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man could invent. Do not wait for life. Do not long for it. Be aware always and at every moment that the miracle is in the here and now. Don't spend time beating on a wall, hoping to transform it into a door.
One need not destroy one's enemy. One need only destroy his willingness to engage.
We have now sunk to a depth at which restatement of the obvious is the first duty of intelligent men.
Just go with it, he thought. You won't figure out anything if you give in to fear.
If what you seek is truth, there's one thing you must have above all else. If there never was a night or day and memories could fade away, then we'd be nothing left but the dreams we made. To avoid disappointment, expect nothing from nobody. Do not sabotage your new relationship with your last relationship's poison. We live in a dark and romantic and quite tragic world.
Once you realize you deserve better, letting go will be the best decision ever.
If you stay positive in a negative situation, you win. Wisdom is having things right in your life and knowing why.
Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves.
Charity, like the sun, brightens every object on which it shines.
Do more listening than talking. Talk more about them than about you.
The right thing and the easy thing are never the same. If you want to know a person's true character, observe how he treats those who don't matter. The evolution revolution is here. Global sense makes common sense. For a day, just for one day, talk about that which disturbs no one and bring some peace into your beautiful eyes.
Sound intelligence promises victory in every battle.
Problems in science are sometimes made easier by adding complications. What I'm looking for is not out there, it is in me.
If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat.
One day you'll see why God made you wait. He will essentially follow the language of the spectacle, for it is the only one he is familiar with. When faith in our freedom gives way to fear of our freedom, silencing the minority view becomes the operative protocol. You can go your whole life collecting days, and none will outweigh the one you wish you had back. In the future, there will be no female leaders. There will just be leaders. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you are doomed if you don't try. Be happy with who you are and what you do, and you can do anything you want. There's nothing more inspiring than a person's courage to heal. Making time to experience joy is the single most important thing you can do to heal your heart. You're being judged no matter what, so be who you want to be.
It would be so nice if something made sense for a change. Everything you do doesn't have to be seen or heard. Maneuvering with an army is advantageous. With an undisciplined multitude, most dangerous.
Don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion. If you don't have any shadows, you're not in the light. When the pain of staying is greater than the pain of leaving, you know it's time to make a change. Teachers are the one and only people who save nations.
Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. A common man marvels at uncommon things. A wise man marvels at the commonplace.
The flower that blooms in adversity is the rarest and most beautiful of all.
If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained.
In life, you always see the darkest days before the sunshine. You're always going to have people who aren't happy for your success, but only you control how you respond to it. I can be forced to live without happiness, but I will never consent to live without honor.
Breathing control gives man strength, vitality, inspiration, and magic powers. Abundance is not the absence of scarcity. It is the presence of abundant mentality. Show me that I am everywhere, and get me home for tea.
Behind every successful person lies a pack of haters. Truth is naturally universal, and shines into many different windows, though many are clouded. Fitness is vital for sports person. I never take it for granted. My fitness mantra is healthy eating and daily exercise. I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down.
In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. The right way to go easy is to forget the right way.
In nature, everything is interconnected and woven together in a delicate dance of harmony and balance. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. I am certain of nothing but the holiness of the heart's affections and the truth of the imagination. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone, but the things you do for others remain as your legacy.
Start each day with a positive thought and a grateful heart.
Integrity is a powerful force, keeping you alive to others long after you've left their presence. Don't give up at halftime. Concentrate on winning the second half.
Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories.
Sometimes it falls upon a generation to be great. You can be that generation. A creative life cannot be sustained by approval any more than it can be destroyed by criticism.
Every second alive is the greatest gift we will ever know.
Time is my friend when it doesn't let the bad moments stay, but it becomes my enemy when it lets the good moments pass by.
Spies are a most important element in water because on them depends an army's ability to move. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong.
There's no solution to life. There's going to be problems no matter what.
Either you want change or you want comfort, but you can't have both.
More powerful than the mighty armies is an idea whose time has come. Don't be scared to live your life without judgment. Give me the facts, and I will determine my own truths.
I would never die for my beliefs, because I might be wrong. Reason may be employed to support faith, as well as to destroy it. In a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act.
Because this is the way things are meant to be.
If you can dream it, you have the innate ability to make it a reality in your life. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard.
You don't need more time. You need less distractions. If a man is to shed the light of the sun upon other men, he must first of all have it within himself.
Our lives can't be measured by our final years. Of this I am sure.
Youth cannot know how age thinks and feels, but old men are guilty if they forget what it was to be young.
Dream your own dreams. Achieve your own goals. Your journey is your own and unique.
I hear my silence talked of in every lane. The suppression of a cry is itself a cry of pain.
If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor.
Humor can get in under the door, while seriousness is still fumbling at the handle. Life comes from the earth, and life returns to the earth. If you're still breathing, maybe it is not such a bad day after all. Biology gives you a brain. Life turns it into a mind. All those who try to unveil the mysteries always have tragic lives. At the end, they are always punished. You only fail when you stop trying.
There's more beauty in truth, even if it is dreadful beauty.
He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. The prettiest flowers are in their honor in the ugliest dirt. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for crisis.
It's better this way, sister. There's more to life than staying safe.
Striving for success without hard work is like trying to harvest where you haven't planted.
To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect.
It is books that are a key to the wide world. You can't do anything else, read all that you can. Every passion borders on the chaotic, but the collector's passion borders on the chaos of memories. Your time is the most precious thing in this world. You may lie with your mouth, but with the mouth you make as you do, so you nonetheless tell the truth. The truth that makes men free is for the most part the truth which men prefer not to hear. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives, and not in what he is able to receive. In reality, there are no persons, only threads of memories and habits. At the moment of realization, the person ceases. Your tomorrow depends entirely on what you do today. The heart has its reasons which reason knows nothing of. We know the truth not only by the reason, but by the heart. I'd found out that if you pushed people away hard enough, they tended to go. No greater gift there is than a generous heart. Above all, never think you're not good enough. Never think that. In life, people will take you at your own reckoning. An item is only worth what someone is willing to pay for. Emulate good behavior, that when you encounter people from your past, you won't have to hide yourself away. Each affects the other, and the other affects the next, and the world is full of stories, but the stories are all one.
I care for no man on earth, and no man on earth cares for me.
Don't ever give up. Even if it's painful, even if it's agonizing, don't try to take the easy way out.
Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again.
The thing about a spiral is if you follow it inward, it never actually ends. It just keeps tightening, infinite. We can't go back and change what happened. It's what we do next that matters. You have to rise above the squabbling and chaos and keep believing. You have to always keep your goals in mind.
If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. Death is so terribly final, while life is full of possibilities.
Give it your all, because greatness awaits those who rise to the occasion with unwavering determination.
We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Don't stop when you are tired. Stop when you are done.
Rewards await you if you stay steadfast in your faith. Read books, care about things, get excited. Try not to be too down on yourself. Enjoy the ever-present game of knowing.
After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you.
It doesn't matter where you are coming from. All that matters is where you are going. You rely too much on brain. The brain is the most overrated organ. Every existing thing is born without reason, prolongs itself out of weakness, and dies by chance.
Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good. Have enough courage to start, and enough heart to finish. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream.
When you go in search of honey, you must expect to be stung by bees. If you've got the truth, you can demonstrate it. Talking doesn't prove it. Why can you see the stars at night, but not the light?
In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns.
Definitions are the guardians of rationality, the first line of defense against the chaos of mental disintegration. Somebody has to start. Somebody has to step forward and do what is right, because it is right.
Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship.
The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the whole.
Keep creating. The world yearns to celebrate your next masterpiece. Hard work is only a prison sentence when you lack motivation.
Good people are good because they've come to wisdom through failure. We get very little wisdom from success,
Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue what you want. Let the speaker speak truly and the judge decide justly.